Hey there, everybody, welcome to Game 4 in the 2019 World Series replay using Inside Pitch. Again, we're at Nationals Park in the nation's capital. Game 3, the Astros took it to take a 2-1 lead, and now kind of the pressure is on the Nats to try to even the series. Starting pitchers for today's game. For the Nationals, it will be Patrick Corbin. And for the Astros, it's kind of a bullpen game. They're using Jose Urquidy. So, in the real life, the Astros won this game to even the series at 2 apiece. So now the Nationals trying to do the same. All right, let's get the starting lineups so you can see who is playing for each team. For the Astros, it'll be Springer in right, Altuve at second, Brantley in left, Bregman at third, Gurriel at first, Correa at short, Chirinos catching. Marisnick gets his first start in center field, and Urquidy is the pitcher. For the Nationals, it's Turner, Eaton, Rendon, Soto, Kendrick, Zimmerman, Robles, Gomes, and Patrick Corbin. So pressure, like I said, is on the Nats. You don't want to go down 3-1. That would be, only a few teams have ever come back from that, and you don't want to put yourself in that position, I don't believe. All right, so here's Patrick Corbin. There he is. His final warm-up tosses. And stepping to the plate. Be the leadoff man. George Springer. So Springer steps in against Corbin. And we're underway in Game 4. It's a 3-5 for Corbin, and 3-5 is a walk plus. So that will be an early base on balls to Springer. Now Springer does have an attempt of 1. Corbin doesn't add anything. It's a 12, so nothing's going on. So here comes Altuve. 3-5 again. Second time in a row hit walk plus, and it's another walk. So Corbin unable to find the strike zone on the first 2 batters. So now we'll check and make sure there's no pickoff at second. There's not. So here comes Brantley. 5-2 this time against Brantley. A lefty is blank. Against a righty, it would have been a star line, but against the lefty, Brantley, it's blank. So we'll go to Brantley's card. 5-4, and this is not starting off well at all for Patrick Corbin. That's a double to left field. So obviously Springer will score from second. Question is, will Altuve score from first? Let's check the runner advancement chart. On a double to left field. Double to left field, you subtract 1 from the BR rating of the runner. BR rating of Altuve is a 4, so that drops him to a 3. Soto's arm is a 0. So a 3, he can make it. Let's see, make sure we don't roll a 1 or a 6. 3, he does make it, so he will score. And let's check I forgot to check the secondary throw, but we don't go to secondary throw unless this is a 1 or a 6, so don't worry about that. He will stop right there at second base with the double. Altuve will score. 2-0 Nationals. I'm sorry, 2-0 Astros. Corbin would like to start this game over again, I think. Nothing on the pickoff attempt. Here's Bregman. 2-2. I'm trying to go red and white dice to try to give some Nationals colors here, and it's just not helping. 2-2 is a hit by pitch, so maybe Corbin just frustrated the whole thing, but a 14 is too high, so he will not plunk Bregman. Go to Bregman's card. 5-1. He will fly to center field, and I don't think Brantley's going to be able to make it to third because you subtract 3 from the BR rating. His BR is only a 3. That put him a 0, so nothing doing there. And Robles has a -1 arm, so that makes him -1, so he's not going anywhere. Check again for a possible pickoff. There is none. Here's Gurriel. 4-3, 4-3. Oh, that's a home run question mark. It's getting worse. 14, and against a right-hander for Corbin, 1-17. That's a 14. So now we go to Gurriel. It's a 1-8 against lefties. So if this is a 1-8, it's a 2-run homer. It's an 18, so fortunately for him, there's no home run, so we'll finish the at-bat on Gurriel. 6-4, it's still going to be a single to center field, and that's going to most likely score the run. Single to center. You add, to go from second to home, you add 2 to the BR rating. BR rating was already a 3. It now becomes a 5. Robles is a -1, so that becomes a 4. But you add 1 because there's 2 outs, brings it back to a 5. So unless this is a 6, he will score. So he does score. And it is now 3-0. Favor of Houston. As Corbin may not last long in this game. Now Gurriel, let's see what kind of attempt he has. Just a 1, so we'll roll to make sure nothing's happening. It's not. Here's Correa. 6-5 against Corbin. Strikeout chance finally gets out of the inning, striking out Correa. But the Stros maybe had the buzzer going. They pick up 3 runs, although they are on the road. They pick up 3 runs in the first off of Corbin. And have turned that lead over to Jose Urquidy to see if he can't protect it. Here's Trey Turner leading things off for the Nationals. 6-1, strikeout plus, so Turner's gone. Out on strikes. Urquidy, the whiff. Here's Adam Eaton. 1-2, that's a strikeout chance, and Eaton will strike out. So Urquidy has found 2 consecutive strikeouts. Here's Rendon. 2-1, that's a possible error. 4-4 for Rendon is a ground ball to third, but that's a 2. Bregman, his error rating is a 7, so that's an E5. So Bregman with the error. Bregman with the error on a G5. It's not an error on a throw, so it's only a 1-base error, not a 2-base error. Rendon's attempt is a 1. Urquidy's a -1, so that's nothing. We'll roll to see if there's a pickoff. And there's not. Here's Soto. 2-1 is a potential wild pitch. And it will be, because that's 1-15. That's a 10, so it is a wild pitch by Urquidy. That will move the runner into scoring position. Again, we'll check for a pickoff. Now he's at second base. Nothing going on. Soto to bring home a run. 5-3. But not this time. That's a star line on that particular result. So we'll check the star line. It is a 1, which is a fly to center. And the inning is over. So Astros jump out early to a 3-0 lead. And the fans here at Nats Park are getting a little restless about that. Corbin's going back out, but he may be on a short leash. Here's Chirinos. 5-3, and it would be a strikeout plus against a lefty, but against a righty it is blank. We go to Chirinos to finish the at-bat. 3-3, and against a lefty it would be a double to left, but instead it's just a fly to left. So Chirinos is out of there. Here's Jake Marisnick. 3-4, range play chance. 2-6. 2-6 is a single to center, but Robles has a chance to track that down. His range is a 3, but he won't get it. So it's a single from Marisnick. 1 out single. His attempt is a 4. So let's see if he gets anything going with that. It's a 9, so nothing going on there. Urquidy actually is batting off of a generic pitcher hitting card, because he doesn't really have anything. So he's not going to. His bunt's a 4, so I guess we could bunt. So his bunt's a 4, which means to have a good bunt, we need a 1-14 on the D20 to have a good bunt. So we'll roll the D20 plus the white die to see who fields it. It's a 13, so that's a good bunt. Number 2 is the pitcher, so it's a bunt back to Corbin. Call it 1-4 for out number 2. So at least Urquidy moves the runner up. And he's in scoring position for Springer. Corbin has to bear down. 3-6, range play at Nats Park. Range play at Nats Park. 4-2, ground ball to third, so that's Rendon. Rendon's range is a 4. So see if Rendon can get to this. And he does not. He fails. See if it's a double. It is. It's a double down the line by Springer. And Marisnick will score. Astros now lead it 4-0 on the double by George Springer. So now the bullpen is going hot and heavy for the Nationals. They do have activity down there. And let's see who they're going to be using down there. They can't go too long. Joe Ross is loosening. He's their long relief man. Joe Ross. Corbin just doesn't seem to have it. We'll check the pickoff attempt. It's a 20. It was a 20. So his pickoff attempt here is 1-6. And 9's not going to do it. So here's Altuve. 6-3. That's a strikeout plus. But he won't strike him out. His strikeout's only a 5. So it's only going to be a 15. 19's too high. So he can't even get a break on a strikeout plus. 1-6. It's ground ball back to Corbin to end the inning. But the Astros put another on the board and lead it 4-0 as we go to the bottom of the second. Corbin just doesn't seem to have it. All right, bottom of the second. Here's Howie Kendrick facing Urquidy for 1 error on the throw, possibly. 1-6 to single to left field. So let's check an error. It's a 14, so there's no error on the throw for that, as the left fielder's error rating is only a 3. So Kendrick reaches. His attempt is a 1, but -1 again from Urquidy. We'll check for the pickoff. There is none. Here's Ryan Zimmerman. 1-4, and that's a single past the pitcher against a right-handed batter. So an S1, and to get from first to third on an S1, you need a 4 through 6 BR rating. Kendrick is a 3, so he will have to hold at second base. Center fielder Marisnick is a 0 arm, which I don't think comes into play anyway, but single by Zimmerman, and Kendrick will stop at second. So runners at first and second. Robles the batter. Check for a pickoff. There is none. Robles. 2-2. Strikeout plus, so he's gone. Out number 1. Brings up Gomes. 6-2. Strikeout plus again, but that's a 20, so no strikeout. Go to Gomes' card. 5-3. He's going to ground it to third. And we need to check for a double play and also see how the double play is going to be turned. So one of the things on the chart right here at third base, it talks about grounded to third, roll 1d6. If it's 1-2, it's towards the line. 3-4, it's right at him. And 5-6, it's in the hole. So let's see what direction we're going here. It's a 2, so that means it's towards the line. If double play or force, it would go 5-3. So if double play or force, it would go 5-3 if they're able to turn a double play. So he's going to step on the bag. That's guaranteed to be the fielder's choice at least. But they're trying for the double play. His double play is a 2. Urquidy adds to that, makes it a 3. The pivot Altuve is a -1. They're going to drop it back to a 2. So it has to be a 1 or a 2. It is not, so it's a fielder's choice. They'll get the force play 5 unassisted, as that ball was right down the line. So it's 5 unassisted. Kendrick is out going to third. Zimmerman goes to second, and Gomes reaches on the fielder's choice. Now 2 outs and Corbin the batter. And right early on, you hate to pinch hit for your pitcher in the second inning, but man, Joe Ross is not very good, so they're going to stick it out with Corbin. Maybe he gets lucky. 3-1. He's not tired. Urquidy's not tired, so we're going to go to Corbin's card. So much for being lucky. 1-4 is a star line 2, which is a fly to right. And the inning's over. So we go to the third. Still 4-0 lead for the Stros. Corbin back out. Trying to hold the fort. Put the anchor down. Not let any more runs in. Might be too late already. 4-2. Would be a single if he's tired. He's not tired. Brantley, 4-2 again. It's a ground ball to short. Handled by Turner. 1 away. And here's Alex Bregman. 4-6. Possible error. 3-5. 3-5 is a star line 5, which is a fly to center. But 13 is way above Robles' error rating of 3, so he will make the play easily. 2 down, and that'll bring up Gurriel. 1-4, double question mark against right-handers to get an out. 1 through 9, he got a 4, so that gives you the star line. So he gets the star line, and the star line is a ground ball to third. Rendon's got it. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Corbin, so maybe if nothing else, Corbin can eat some innings until he has to come up again to bat. Then he'd pinch hit for him. So here's Turner, top of the order for the Nationals. They have the offense to do it if they can kick it in gear. 1-6 is a blank. Strikeout plus is against lefties. Against righties it's blank, so Turner gets his say. 1-6, and he's going to double to left field. So leadoff double for Trey Turner. And we will make sure there's no pickoff attempt. There's not. So Turner is on, and here's Eaton. 2-6, home run question mark. 13 against lefties. That's going to pass, but Eaton has to get a 1 through 6 to hit a home run. And he doesn't do it, so now we finish the at-bat on Eaton's card. 5-4. Star line 4, which is a fly to left, so no chance for Turner to move up. And here's Rendon. We'll check again on a pickoff. There is none, so here's Rendon. 1-3 is a strikeout, but 15 is too much. Rendon trying to get something going. 3-1, he's going to fly to left, so that's not going to help. So now it's up to Soto. Turner set the table, but numbers 2, 3, and 4 aren't getting it done. 5-1 is a strikeout plus, and that's gonna take care of Soto. So after the leadoff double, nothing else. Urquidy tightened his notches a little bit and shut things down. We go to the top of the fourth, still 4-0. Favor of the Astros. Here's Correa. 2-1 is a possible error if a throw is necessary. 1-6, pop to short, no throw, no error. 1 away, and that brings up Chirinos. 3-6, that's a range play at Nats Park. 3-3, and that's a home run to the opposite field, but 15 is too high, so the opposite field is right field, so we're doing a range play on Adam Eaton. Eaton's range is a 3. So we're going to see if Eaton can get to this. And he does. So Adam Eaton, back near the track, makes the catch. 2 down. And that brings up Marisnick. 3-6 is a range play again at Nats Park. So we're right back to Nats Park. 4-5. And that's a home run to the pull side. The 14 again is too high. So now we're doing a range on the left fielder. And that's going to be Soto. Soto's range is a 3 as well. But he's unable to get to that, so now we'll see if it's a single or a double. It's just a single. So Marisnick drops it in front of Soto for the base hit. So now there's 2 outs, and Marisnick has a 4. So let's see if he does anything. He does not. So Urquidy, the pitcher, again off that generic pitcher hitting card, for any pitcher, use this for any pitcher that does not have his own card. And Urquidy did not. Here's Corbin. 6-1, strikeout plus, he's out of there. And that's going to end the inning. So it stays 4-1, but they would like to have made Urquidy lead off next inning, but Marisnick got that important base hit to flip the lineup over. Here's Kendrick. 1-3 is a strikeout, but 11's too much. Kendrick. 4-3, he will fly to left. So 1 away, and that brings up Ryan Zimmerman. 5-4, range play again at Nationals Park. 2-5. 2-5 is a question mark 7. That's a 1, so that's a single to left field, but we've got a range check. So the range check of the left fielder, Brantley, is a 3. So Brantley could take the single away, but he does not. It's a base hit for Zimmerman. He's 2 for 2. Zimmerman's not going to go anywhere. We will check for a pickoff just in case. Actually, we won't because Urquidy has no chance of a pickoff, so that's a waste of time to do that. Here's Robles. 1-3 is a strikeout, and Robles is out of there. 2 down. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Here's Gomes. 4-1, possible error on the throw. 5-2 is a fly to left. That's going to end the inning. So we go to the 5th, still 4-1. Now, Corbin is set to lead off next inning, so this could be his last inning of work, probably, and most likely will, because they're going to need some offense. So Corbin will be back facing the top of the order in Springer. 2-5 is the ballpark card. No range check, just straight ballpark. 4-4, that's a home run to the pull side, and that's a 5, so that's gone. Springer has just connected. He has walked, doubled, and now he's homered to lead off the top of the 5th, and it's 5-0 in favor of the Astros. Corbin's trying to survive this inning as best he can. 2-1, possible error on a throw. Oops, sorry about that. Possible error on a throw. 4-2. It's a single to center, but there's no error on that because that's an 11. That's too high for Robles, but it will be a base hit. And Altuve now has a 2 attempt rating. And nothing going on. So we'll go to Brantley. 2-4. 2-4 against Brantley is a strikeout plus, so Corbin gets the K. 1 away for Bregman. 6-3 is a strikeout plus, and he gets Bregman as well. So Corbin trying to go out with a bang. He's got to get by Yulieski Gurriel. 3-1 against a righty. It's blank. Go to Gurriel. 1-5. He pops to third, so we got through the inning despite a little trouble. He did give up a run, so he's going to go 5 innings and give up 5 runs. All earned. And a homer. See how many hits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits. He only walked 2, and those were the first 2 batters of the game. And he struck out 1, 2, 3, 4. So obviously not a very good line for Patrick Corbin. So we'll get a pinch hitter to start the top of the 5th, and it'll be the Baby Shark, Gerardo Parra. Baby Shark will pinch hit for Corbin, and then Joe Ross will come in and pitch in long relief. So Corbin's day is done, and I'm sure he would soon forget this. All right, here's Parra against Urquidy. 6-6. That's a double star. That's a star line here. So Parra is going to go down on a fly to center. 1 away. So Parra really had no chance there on that star line. He didn't get a chance. So back to the top of the order for Trey Turner. He doubled his last trip up. 2-6. Home run question mark. It is a 1-17. 4 passes that. So we go to Turner. If he rolls a 10 or less, it's a home run. It's 15, so he cannot get it done. Finish it on Turner. 4-6. Starline 6 is a fly to right. So Turner to the track, but hauled in out there by Springer. 2 down for Adam Eaton. Eaton a strikeout and a fly to left. 4-1. Error on the throw if it's necessary. 2-6. Ground ball to third. It is the throw necessary. Third baseman Bregman has an error rating of 7, but that's a 9. So since 9 is not less than equal to 7, it's a good play. It would have had to have been a 7 or less on the D20 to be an error. So that's going to take care of things here in the bottom of the 5th. And now they go to the top of the 6th, and it will be Joe Ross. So Joe Ross is in to pitch. And he'll start out with Correa, Chirinos, and Marisnick. 3-4 is a strikeout chance, but an 11 is right there. Correa has an 11. Ballpark doesn't change it, so it will be a strikeout. So Correa down on strikes. And that brings up Chirinos. 5-4, another strikeout chance, and he'll strike out. So Ross comes in and strikes out the first two he faces. Now here's Marisnick. Whoops. Let's re-roll that because I don't like the stack like that. 6-6, well, that's a foul ball, so we'll redo it. 2-3 is a double question mark against a right-hander, but his is blank, so we skip that. There is no automatic hit. Oops. Marisnick, 6-1. He's going to single pass short. So Marisnick now 3 for 3. He's got an attempt to 4, -1 from Ross makes it a 3. And nothing's going on. And Urquidy is pitching a shutout, so why not keep it going? Although he's showing 20 batters faced as his limit, and he has faced 20 batters. So I'm going to go ahead and pinch hit for Urquidy. He has given them more than what they could have asked for. A lot more, actually. So have to be happy about that if you're the Astros. So Kyle Tucker is going to pinch hit for Urquidy. So Kyle Tucker will pinch hit for Urquidy, and then we'll get a new pitcher in the bottom of the 6th for the Astros. And let's look through the lineup, and it looks like it's going to be Josh James, who has not pitched yet in the series. So Josh James will be coming on to be the new pitcher for Urquidy, who pitched 5 shutout innings. And he gave up 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. No runs. He didn't walk anybody. He struck out 2, 3, 4, 5. Struck out 5. So excellent outing there. All right, Tucker against Ross. 5-6 is the ballpark. Go to Nationals Park. 6-6. Home run to center field. But Tucker is going to miss that. He's a 12, and that's a 14. So Tucker is going to miss that. So since it's not a home run to center field, it is a flyout to center field. And that's going to end the inning. So that is, he is retired. All right. So now, well, let's see. Wait a minute. Let me not jump the gun here. It may be that you got to re-roll the batter's card. Let's see. I'm not sure if when it gets to the ballpark if that changes things or what that does. Let's see here. Home run. Nope. No home run, then play like a flyout. That's exactly what the rules say, and that's what I did. Okay. All right. So pinch hitter Tucker is out of there. Inning's over. We go to the bottom of the 6th, and new pitcher Josh James is on for the Astros. He'll be facing Anthony Rendon. The Nats can't get their bats going here. 2-6 strikeout plus. They're still not going to get going as Josh James blows away Rendon. 1 away. Here's Soto. 2-6 is another strikeout plus, and Soto is gone. So Josh James finding those strikeout. Look at that column 2 on Josh James. All those strikeout pluses. It's Kendrick. 1-2. It's another strikeout plus. So Kendrick is gone. So Josh James comes in and strikes out the side. 3 in a row. Nats don't know what hit them. And we go to the top of the 7th. Joe Ross still in there. We'll be facing Altuve. 2-2. He's not tired, so move on to Altuve. 5-4. Starline 1's ground ball to second base. And that is handled. Actually, it should not have been Altuve. It should have been Springer, because Tucker flew out last time. So Springer is the one that's actually hitting. So 5-4 is actually going to be a ground ball to first. Okay. Good thing I keep score. All right, here's Altuve. 3-4 is a strikeout chance. 11's too much. Plus he had the buzzer going for him. 5-2, and that's a ground ball to second. This time Kendrick makes the play. 2 down for Brantley. 5-6 for Ross. We're back to Nationals Park. 5-6 again is a ground ball to short. So handled by Turner. And Joe Ross, 2 shutout innings of relief. That's all he's going to go because he is scheduled to bat 4th next inning. So assuming there's at least 1 base runner, he will be removed. Josh James, on the other hand, will go a second inning. Why not? He struck out the side his first trip, so why not try it again? Here's Zimmerman. 2-5, another strikeout. Column 2 will get you every time. And he strikes out Zimmerman, so 4 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. Here's Robles. 6-6, error on a grounder, possibly. Robles 2-1, ground ball to second. Altuve's error is a 6. This is a 5. So Altuve just made an error. He just made an error on that. So that is going to be a 1-base error. There's no throw involved, just a boots a grounder. So an E4, that's the second error by the Astros. The only thing they haven't done well is field. As Bregman made an error, and now Altuve does. Buzzer can't help your errors. Here's Gomes. 1-3 is a walk, but he's only got a 10, so he will not walk. Finish the bat with Gomes. 6-1, ground ball to second. Could be a double play. His double play rating is 2, but James takes away 1. That makes it a 1. Correa's pivots to 0, so this has to be a 1 for it to be a double play. And it's not. It's a 4. Now, is the 4 greater than the BR of Robles? It is the same. So let's check this out. Make sure we got it right. Roll greater than runner on BR, then there's a force. It's not greater, so it's not a force. It's going to be runner advancing. So that particular play is going to be ground out. And Robles will make it to second base. And now we're going to get a pinch hitter for Joe Ross. We're going to turn to Matt Adams. So Matt Adams is going to pinch hit for Mr. Ross, who goes 2 solid shutout innings, gave up 1 hit, and got 2 strikeouts, nothing else. So he held the fort, but the Nats offense couldn't get it done. Here's Adams. And that's a leaner, so I'm going to re-roll that. That red die was leaning. 4-1 is a home run, straight up home run. That's a 2, and that's a 14. That's gone. Matt Adams, a pinch hit home run, and the Nats are finally on the board. They get off the schneid, cuts the lead to 5-1. Unfortunately for the Nats, nobody was on base to do that home run. So, but on the 4-1 against the lefty, that's a straight home run. Red die is a 2, which is less than the 14. So home run is good for Matt Adams. That's the lead to 5-1. Here's Turner. 4-4, error on a throw possibly. 3-2. It's a single pass short, and no error because Correa's only got a 2. That's a 13, but it is a base hit. And Turner down 5-1. We're not going to steal. We're going to turn off the strategy rolls. No pickoff, no nothing. So here's Adam Eaton. 3-3, and that's a strikeout chance. But is he tired? He has faced 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 batters faced. This says he can only face 5, so he's tired. So that's actually going to be a walk now. So that will be a walk. And do they let him? They're trying to get him through the end of the inning. Here's Rendon. 5-1. That's a walk plus, but even at a 20, that's going to be a walk to load the bases. So all of a sudden, with Soto coming up, that's going to be it for Josh James. They can't afford to go any further. Bases are loaded and 2 outs. The tying runs at the plate in Juan Soto. They do not have any right-handed or left-handed pitchers, I should say. But they do have Will Harris, and they will go to Will Harris to try to get out of this. So Will Harris is on. James pitched well in the first inning, but struggling here. He goes an inning and 2/3. Can't close the book yet. Don't know what all the runners on base are his responsibility. 5-1 strikeout plus for Harris, and that gets the job done in spades. So they leave him loaded. Actually, I forgot, Adams' home run was actually a 2-run homer because Robles had reached on the error. So actually 2 runs for the Nats, and both were unearned because of the error. So it's 2 runs given up by James. Neither one of them are earned. And let's see, he gave up 2 hits, walked 2, struck out 4. So it's a 5-2 ball game as we go to the 8th. And we'll need a new pitcher for the Nationals. And it will be, let's see who's coming up. Alex Bregman and company are coming up. So it'll be, it will turn to Wander Suero. Wander Suero is in. They like to be able to use Hudson and Doolittle, but you don't want to use them when you're down 5-2. So they're going to see what they can get out of Suero. 2-5 for Suero is a strikeout plus, so he gets a strikeout out of him. That's one thing he gets out of him is a strikeout. So Suero gets the strikeout of Bregman, and that now will bring up Yulieski Gurriel. 3-4, that's a strikeout. It's a 5 here, but that's a 3, so it's a strikeout on that 3-4. So Suero comes in, tosses 2 straight strikeouts, and now here's Carlos Correa. 2-1, range play at Nationals Park. 6-3 is a star line 1, which is a ground ball to short. So range of Turner. Turner's range is a 3. And he's unable to do it, so it's a base hit for Correa, as Turner was not able to get to that. Again, no strategy rolls. So here's Chirinos. 2-3. That's an error on a, no, I'm sorry, that's a strikeout plus on a 2-3. Strikeout plus, so he's gone. And that's going to end the inning. So Suero, he's going to only go 1 inning, little Suero. He gave up a hit, but he struck out the side. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. Still 5-2. And let's see, well, Will Harris is going to come back out. I think he will. Which probably means he won't be available tomorrow in the game 5 because he did pitch in game 3. And now he's pitching here in game 4. So let's see. I don't know, though. He's such a short relief guy. They might go ahead and, you know what they're going to do? They're going to only pitch him that 1/3 of an inning, so maybe he gets a chance to come back in the next game if necessary, because it would be an off day after that. So he faced 1 batter and struck him out. So now we'll go to a new pitcher for the Astros, and it'll be Hector Rondon. So Hector Rondon will come on and pitch for the Astros. And he will be facing Kendrick, Zimmerman, and Robles. Start here in the bottom of the 8th. 1-1 is a walk plus, and that's a leadoff walk to Howie Kendrick. So Kendrick is aboard. Brings up Zimmerman. 1-2 is a strikeout chance, but he's only an 8, and that's an 11, so that fails. We go to Zimmerman's card. 5-6. He's going to single to center field. Let's check base running. The runner at first and S8 to get from first to third. You subtract 1. So the BR on Kendrick is a 3, knocks him down to a 2. And the center fielder's arm, Marisnick, is a 0. So it's a 1-2 to advance. Let's see if he can do it. He cannot. He has to hold. So he will hold at second base. So runners at first and second, nobody out. Astros bullpen loosening again. Ryan Presley warming up feverishly. There's Robles. 1-5, and that's a blank against a righty. Star line against a lefty, but a blank against a righty. Robles 6-6. He's going to double to right field. So how about here come the Nats? Victor Robles with a double. That will score Kendrick automatically. Zimmerman to get from first to home on a double to right. You subtract 1 from his BR rating, which is a 3, knocks him down to a 2. And the right fielder's arm, Springer, is a 0. So 1-2, and he will advance and score. 2, he does score. So how about that? So it's a 2-run double from Robles, and all of a sudden the lead is now 5-4. It's a 1-run game. And that's going to do it for Rondon. He just didn't have it. So they're going to call now on Ryan Presley. See what Ryan Presley can do. But Rondon just crapped the bed. And now Now Presley is on. Ryan Presley. So Rondon doesn't get anybody out. He faces 3 batters. He walks 1 and gives up 2 hits, and so far 2 runs. The other runners on base, Robles, is his responsibility. So here's Gomes. Now the strategy rolls are back into play because it's a close game. And Robles is a 5. He's not going to try to steal, but no, you know what? We're not going to do a pickoff because Presley doesn't have anything there. I'm not going to try to steal third. So here's Gomes. 4-6 is a range play at Nationals Park. Maybe Gomes can get into one. 2-1. He doesn't get into one. It's a double to left. So we're checking the range of the left fielder, Brantley, who's a 3. And he gets to it, so he takes the double away. Wow. Big chance there for Gomes, but couldn't get it to work. And now we need a pinch hitter for the pitcher, Suero. And let's see who they got left on the bench. They've used Parra and Adams. They've got Suzuki, Dozier, Cabrera, and Taylor. So they're going to go with Cabrera. This Drupal Cabrera is going to pinch hit. See if he can't drive in the tying run. 5-2. Would be a single if he's tired, but he's not tired. So we move on to Cabrera's card. 2-6. He's going to fly to left. That's out number 2. So Cabrera fails in that attempt. Now checking the 2-6 of the other batters, and all of them would have been outs. So didn't matter who I brought up, they were going to be outs. Here's Trey Turner. 6-2 is a blank against a righty. Turner. 4-5. That's a single to right field. This could tie the game. Single to right. Outfielder arm is a 0. Robles runs his BR is a 4 to go from second to home on a single to right field. You add 1, that makes him a 5. There's 2 outs, that gives him a 6, so there's not even going to be a throw. He will score, and we are tied. All 3 runs charged to Rondon, and Corbin's now off the hook. We are tied at 5-5. How do you like that? Now, Turner is an attempt of 6. Well, he's not going to go anywhere. So that'll bring up. And now we do have Daniel Hudson loosening in the Nationals bullpen. He will pitch the top of the 9th in a tie game. Here's Adam Eaton. 6-6 is a possible error. 2-6 is a ground ball to third, but there's no error there. It's a 10. Bregman's only a 7, so the play will be made. But the Nats have come all the way back from 5-0 to tie the score with 3 runs here in the 8th. 2 in the 7th and 3 in the 8th. And that's going to do it for this 8th inning. And now we go to the 9th. And let's see, we're going to have Marisnick and a pinch hitter. And the pinch hitter is going to be the big guy, the big rookie. If I can find his card, the big rookie. Where did you go? Where did he go? There he is. Yordan Alvarez. So Yordan Alvarez will be the pinch hitter when it's that time. But Marisnick is going to hit first, and he's going to hit off of Daniel Hudson, who is carded with Toronto. That's where he started. So Hudson is going to come on in a tie game, 5-5 here in the 9th. Be facing Marisnick and then Alvarez and then Springer. So here we go, top of the 9th, tied at 5. 6-6, it would have been a star line against the lefty. Against the righty, it's blank. Go to Marisnick. 6-6 again, it's a star line 5. It's a fly to center. 1 away, and now that brings up the big guy, Yordan Alvarez. 1-4 strikeout chance. He is gone. Hudson gets the whiff. So 2 down as Alvarez can't get it done. And that'll bring up Springer. 3-1, and that's a strikeout plus, but that's a 20, so he'll avoid that strikeout. So Springer hanging in there. 4-1, he's going to fly to left. And that's going to end the inning. So we go to the bottom of the ninth. Chance for the Nats to walk it off and make a really, really nice comeback. And let's see who they're going to use as a pitcher. Presley. Let's see here. Presley, when he came on, he actually pitched a full inning and gave up a hit, nothing else. Well, he did give up the inherited run. So now the new pitcher for the Astros will be Chris Devenski. They're not going to use their closer Osuna because it's not a save situation. So they will use Devenski. He will be on to face Rendon. And this is the 6th Houston pitcher to be used. Nats have used 4. So it'll be Rendon, Soto, and Kendrick. Heart of the order. 5-2, foul ball. We'll try again. 6-6 is a walk chance, but that's a 20, so he's not going to walk. Go to Rendon's card. 3-2, and it's going to ground to first. He would single to first against the lefty. Against the righty, he grounds to first base. Gurriel makes the play. 1 away. Here's Soto. We could be looking at extra innings. 5-2 is another foul ball. Try again. 6-6. It's a blank against the lefty. Soto. 1-6. He's going to fly to left. 2 down. So it's up to Howie Kendrick. Or else we're going to extra innings. 5-3. Strikeout plus. And let's see. Kendrick is only a 5 here. So strikeout plus makes it a 15. But that's a 16. So no strikeout. Kendrick, 1-3, stays alive with a single past second base. So Howie Kendrick gets that single. His attempt rating is a 2, 1 there and 1 plus there. So we'll see if he does anything. He does not. So it's going to bring up Zimmerman. 5-3, strikeout plus, and Zimmerman is gone. So we're going to extra frames. We go to the top of the 10th. And Hudson pitched his 1 inning, so he's out of there. He's strictly a 1 inning pitcher. And Doolittle will be coming on to pitch for the Nationals. Try to keep things right where they are. Sean Doolittle, pitcher number 5 for the Nationals. And we get our first extra inning game in this World Series. Didn't think about it was going to happen the way the game was going. It was 5-0, but the Nationals made that comeback. Now here's Altuve to lead things off. 4-2, and we're right back to Nationals Park, which is trouble because a lot of home runs on Nationals Park. Didn't think of it as a home run park necessarily. 4-1's a single to right, so Altuve got that buzzer going, knew a curveball was coming, and took it to the opposite field for a base hit. His attempt is a 2. That's a 3, so we got a hit and run coming up for Michael Brantley. We got a hit and run. 6-1, Brantley strikeout plus. He's going to strike out. So that means that hit and run has turned into a stolen base chance for Altuve. So let's go back to Altuve's stolen base chance. That's an 11. And Doolittle adds 1 to that, makes it a 12. Gomes, -1, makes it back to an 11. So 1 to 11, he'll make it. And he does not. He gets caught stolen base, caught stolen base, caught stealing, double play. Strike him out, throw him out, whatever you want to call it. They are out of there. So nice play by Gomes to get that strike him out, throw him out. So now 2 outs, base is empty for Bregman. 1-6. That's a walk plus, so Bregman will walk. The runner right back on base. Bregman's attempt is a 1. See if anything happens with that. Does not. So it's Gurriel. 6-4, strikeout plus. Gurriel is gone. So Doolittle does his job. Pitches his 1 inning. Hudson went 1, and now Doolittle goes 1. And Devenski, I believe, will come back out. Well, you know what? He may or may not, because, well, he's going to have to, I think. So Devenski back out to face Robles. It'll be Robles Gomes and a pinch hitter for Doolittle. 3-1 strikeout plus, so he gets the K on Robles. Here's Yan Gomes. 4-5, and that is a star line. So an automatic out. 4, fly to right, 2 down. So now we need a pinch hitter, and it's going to be, they got choices. They got Michael Taylor, they got Dozier, and they've got Suzuki. So they're going to go with Michael A. Taylor. See if he can hit a pinch hit home run and send us all home happy, but not likely. But here's Davinsky, 5-4. That's a strikeout, and that's going to be it for Taylor. He goes out of there. So Taylor strikes out. We go to the top of the 11th, still tied at 5, and now we need a new pitcher for the Nationals. And it will be Fernando Rodney. So Fernando Rodney is on. Davinsky is done for the night. Davinsky actually goes 2 innings and gave up 1 hit. That was it. And 2 strikeouts. Actually 3 strikeouts. All right, so now it's going to be Correa against Rodney here in the 11th. Score sheet's getting messy. Running out of room. 4-3 is a strikeout, but 20 is too much. Correa, 1-2 is a star line 6. He flies to left. So 1 away there. And picking up a bat, in case his turn comes up as a pinch hitter, would be Josh Reddick. So Josh Reddick is loosening in the on-deck circle. Right now it is Chirinos and Marisnick, so somebody has to get on for Reddick to hit. 5-5, it's a walk plus, and they just got on, so Chirinos just walks on cue. His attempt is a 1, actually it's a 2 now because of Rodney is a +1, but nothing's going on with Chirinos. So here's Marisnick. 6-2, that's a hit by pitch, and he will get plunked. 14 minus the 8 is a 6, but that's a 4, so it's a hit by pitch. Rodney got a little wild, so now we've got trouble brewing. And Josh Reddick, the pinch hitter, stepping up with 2 on and 1 out here in the top of the 11th. Rodney, 5-1 is a blank, so we go to Reddick's card. And Reddick, a 4-1. He's going to line it to short. This could be a double play. So let's take a look at this and see if they in fact get a double play. Let's look at the line out chart. Line drive was to short, and to get the double play at second, you need a 2 or a 3. 2 through 3 on the D6 to get the double play. And they get it. It's a double play, so he lines it to short, and then they catch Chirinos napping off the bag as Turner flips to Kendrick for the double play to end the inning. So we go to the bottom of the 11th. Reddick wishing he hadn't lined out like that, but he just did. And now we need a new pitcher for the Astros. As they're running out, they've used 6. They're going to be using their 7th pitcher, and that's Brad Peacock. So Brad Peacock is on for the Astros. Peacock, start the 10th. And here's Turner. 5-2, possible error. Turner, 6-1, star line 5, which is a ground ball to short. Correa's error is only a 2, that's a 10, so it's good play. No problems. 1 away. Here's Adam Eaton. 4-2, that's a strikeout plus, so Adam Eaton is gone. 2 down. And here's Rendon. 4-6, that's a strikeout chance, but 18's too much. Rendon, 2-5, he will double to right field. So a 2-out double by Rendon. And that brings up Juan Soto, but they won't touch Juan Soto with a 10-foot pole. They will walk him intentionally with first base open. That was almost a no-brainer right there. Now, they will do a pickoff chance on a strategy roll. Nothing's going to happen. So here's Howie Kendrick. It's up to Kendrick to get it done. 1-2, strikeout plus. He will not get it done. Kendrick is gone. And we go to the 12th. So Peacock pitches around that Rendon double. And now we go to the 12th. And Rodney back out. And he faced 4 batters, so he's right at his limit. But they really don't have a whole lot left. They don't want to, how many more pitchers can they possibly use? They're already on pitcher number 6. They do have Rainey in the bullpen. He's still available. Tanner Rainey. And that's probably about it. I don't think they have anybody else. Oh, Javi Guerra is also available. So you know what? Let's see here. They're going to go to Javi Guerra. So Javi Guerra is going to come on, and he will pitch. Rodney goes his 1 inning, and that is it. So now Guerra is going to be on to face George Springer to start the 12th. I hope my video goes long enough to hold all this. 3-1 for Guerra is the ballpark. Springer off of Nats Park, 5-3. He will double to right field. So Springer, well, anytime you get on Nationals Park's card, it seems like it's a good thing for the hitter as to get the double. Not going to do any pickoff chances. Altuve, 1-4 is a walk plus, and he will walk, and that puts the first 2 on against Guerra. Does set up a double play, and here's Michael Brantley. 2-2 star line, so we get a star line. Maybe it's a ground ball star line. Nope, it's a fly to right. 1 away. Now can the runner go from second to third? Go by his BR rating. His BR rating for Springer is a 5. Adam Eaton is a -2. That's a 3. So he needs a 3 or less. And he's going to be possibly out because of that 6. And that's another 6. So let's look at the runner advancement. When you roll a 6, you go to the secondary chart, which is right here. And we rolled a white 6. So lead runner advances. Ball caught off. Trailing runner is caught in a rundown. So the lead runner advances, but the trailing runner is caught in a rundown. So Springer will get to third. But then Altuve, trying to move up, is caught in a rundown. But is he out? We have to go to a rundown chart. The rundown chart's right here. So let's roll in the rundown chart. We get a 4. If roll greater than BR, then runner out, no advance for others. If less than BR, runner out, others advance. So the BR for Altuve is a 4, and we rolled a 4. So this says if it's less than or equal to, he advances. So he does advance to second base, so he's not going to be out. He's going to go to second. They tried to get Springer at third, and Altuve snuck up and went to second himself on that fly ball. So now runners at second and third, and they're going to walk Bregman intentionally. They're not going to take any chances with that. Sets up a double play for Gurriel against Guerra. 1-3, possible error. Gurriel, 3-4. Starline 5, which is a fly to center. And look at this, that's a 2. And Robles' error is a 3. So Robles is going to make an error. So let's check the error chart on a, let's see, it would have been a fly to center. So an error on an F8. Let's look at his error check on an F8. Error on a, it's a drop ball, 2 base advancement, so both runners will score. Both will score. And the runner on first, Bregman, will go to third. So the Nationals had 2, big error there by Robles. Possibly took his eye off of it to try to get set for a throw. And it's now 7-5 Houston, with runners at second and third. Infield's in for Correa. 5-1. He's not tired. He hasn't faced 6 batters yet. 4-2 under Correa is a ground ball to short. Is it a double play? That's a 3, but you lose 1, makes it a 2. I'm sorry, the infield's in. What am I talking about? It's not a double play. The infield is in. So let's look at the infield being in. Let's see here. Where's the infield in on this thing? Infield in. Infield in. -2 on the BR rate for the runner on third. So the BR rate of the runner on third is Bregman. He's a 3, so it knocks him down to a 1. So he's going to hold. I do believe. We'll roll it and see if he can make it with a 1. He does not. He will hold. So it frees the runner. There's 2 down. And that'll bring up Chirinos. 4-2. That's a strikeout chance. Chirinos is out on strikes to end the inning. But 2 runs for the Astros, and now that'll bring on Ozuna, the closer. Try to close things out here in the bottom of the 12th and give the Astros a commanding 3-1 lead in the World Series. And it's Ryan Zimmerman. It'll be Zimmerman, Robles, and Gomes. Try to prevent that from happening. 1-6 is a blank against Zimmerman. 4-3, single to left. So Zimmerman's trying to do what he can against the closer, Ozuna. He will not try to go anywhere. Here's Victor Robles trying to make up for that error. 6-1 strikeout, but 20 is too high. Go to Robles. 1-3. He will fly to left. So 1 away, and they will have Suzuki to pinch hit. Gomes is going to hit now, but Suzuki's on deck. 4-4 is blank against a right-hander. Go to Gomes. 1-1. It's a question mark 8 against right-handers. You need a 7 or less to get a hit. He got a 5, so that's a double for Yan Gomes. He doubles. Now, can Zimmerman score? From first to third, you lose. Let's see, where's the double? It went to center field, so you actually gain 1. So that makes his BR rating now a 4. And the center field arm is a 0. So it's a 4 or less, he will make it. And he does. So Zimmerman will score on the double. Cuts the lead to 7-6. So all of a sudden, things are happening. The Nats not dead yet. And pinch hitter, Kurt Suzuki, pinch hitting for the pitcher. Javi Guerra, it'll be Suzuki to pinch hit. 6-3, possible error on a grounder. 3-6 is a star line 2, which is a fly to right, so no error. Fly to right by Suzuki. The runner Gomes is not going to go to third because he doesn't have a very good BR, so he can't even make it. So now it is Trey Turner. Last chance, top of the order, and Trey Turner. 3-1, that's the ballpark card. Could he walk it off with a home run? 4-5, no, well, maybe he can. Home run power, home run pull field, 4-5, that's a 1. Trey Turner has just hit a home run to walk it off, a 2-run bomb. The Nationals with 3 runs in the bottom of the 12th against the closer, Ozuna. And the Baby Shark and the Nats are doing their celebration. And Ozuna hanging his head. The Nats piling onto the field. They have evened the series at 2 games apiece. And how do you like that, folks? I'll show the scorecard. It's nasty. It's messy. Ran out of room for my pitchers. So the winning pitcher is actually going to be Javi Guerra, giving up 2 runs in the top of the 12th. The loser is going to be Ozuna. But right now they're mobbing Trey Turner with his home run to walk it off. Final score ends up being 8-7. And I don't even have time to total all the hits. We'll deal with that later. Maybe in Game 5 I'll recap Game 4. We're running late now, 63-minute video, so I want to cut it off right here. But again, from Nationals Park, Trey Turner the hero with a walk-off home run off of Ozuna. Series is tied at 2 apiece. Game 5 will be Garrett Cole and Max Scherzer. Last game at Nats Park. So until next time, enjoy playing whatever game you choose to play, however you choose to play it, and I will see you all down the road.